Hello everybody, I am your host, Nale, and you are watching the COVID Vaccine Show. Before we get this show started, I would just like to make a quick disclaimer that everyone before filming was tested for COVID and everyone came back negative. And we are taking the necessary safety precautions to keep ourselves happy and healthy. Okay, now that we got that over with, I would like to introduce the guests. Here we have Tale, Bale, and Male. And I will explain the rules of the game. I will be asking a series of questions, and after each question is asked, one of our contestants will have to hit the buzzer and answer it. If they get it wrong, the question goes to the next contestant. If they get it right, they win 10 points. The winner of the game gets COVID vaccinated. Before we start off, I would just like to make the necessary explanation of protein synthesis, and it will be good to know this for later in the show. So, basically, in the nucleus, the DNA strand is just vibing, and the RNA polymers comes up to the DNA strand, and it's like, hey, let me just detach you for a second. And so the two strands of DNA are detached and adds together everything needed for an mRNA strand. The mRNA strand, once it is finished, leaves the nucleus, goes into the cytoplasm of the cell, and attaches to a ribosome. Take the tRNA and attach it to the mRNA. And once they're all attached, all of the amino acids on top will be attached as well. And so the chain of amino acids will leave and then kind of like form a shape, and that is our protein.
Did that even make any sense? I do not know, but I guess we'll see.
So now that we got that out of the way, let's start our show. Whoa. I would like to start off with this question. Contestants, are you ready?
Yeah.
Why should we get the COVID vaccine?
We shouldn't get the vaccine because I'm telling you that once you get it, the government will track you. I seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it when I was watching the news. Yeah, some girl, she got the COVID vaccine, and then she died, and then she turned into a snail. So don't get the COVID vaccine, cause you'll die and turn into a snail.
What? No. What? Okay. No. Okay. We're moving on to the next contestant. Bale, this is on to you. Why should we get the COVID vaccination?
We should get the COVID vaccine so that we can all have herd immunity by this summer, so that I can go out and chill with the bros.
That is correct. A good job. You just got 10 points. Next question. What does the mRNA do in the vaccine?
So, in the vaccine, it has like mRNA, like the strand of stuff that has messages. Yeah, so it has that. It has mRNA, and then the mRNA in the vaccine has like the information and instructions on how to make a spike protein. And then the tRNA brings the amino acids that are used to make the spike protein, and then connects it to the mRNA. And then it makes the chain of amino acids that will be used to make the spike protein.
Correct. What does the spike protein do?
The spike protein, like I said, it won't help you. It's just a tracking device.
No. Who put this guy on the show? Okay, moving on. Next contestant, Tale. I will be asking you, what does the spike protein do?
The spike protein is what allows the virus to enter our body. So if we can make the spike protein, our immune system can make the antibodies. And those antibodies can attach to the proteins. And now we have the antibodies for the virus.
Yes! Woohoo! Okay, and this will be our last question with points that will count. What, in summary, does the COVID vaccine do?
So basically, the vaccine, what it does is it allows our body to make spike proteins, and then for those spike proteins we'll make antibodies, and then now we have antibodies for the virus.
Yes! Good job! Now, I would just like to take a quick answer. I know that quarantine and these COVID times have been such a hard time for most people, some harder for others. And I would just like to ask, how has your COVID experience been?
How was COVID? You wondering how was COVID? Well, I'll tell you, COVID is a hoax. COVID does not exist. It's fake. It's fake news. I'll tell you what, COVID was made up by the government so that the government could control us with their mind games and their masks. I will not conform to your masks.
Somebody get this kid out of here. Someone get them out of here. Okay, bye.
What are you doing here?
I'm coming to get you.
Right? No!
Get you.
No! No! It'll turn you to a snail! Don't get the vaccine! Don't get it!
This is just a quick reminder that if you are able to get the vaccine, please do it, because it could be the decision, it could be the thing that determines whether or not we have to quarantine for another year and how many more citizens have to die. Or non-citizens. How many more people have to die? So please get the COVID vaccine, and until then, everyone remember to follow the safety precautions, stay 6 feet, wear a mask. Wear a mask! You're not being controlled by the government. We freaking have numbers when we're born. Just wear a darn mask. Okay, thank you for watching the COVID vaccine show. Your host, Nale, is going to wish you a very fantastic day. Yourself. And a polyamorous couple.
Wig snatched. Why don't you? It will turn you into a snail. Disclaimer, this character is fake. Fake news.